Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is BGFH, and I am back for a low vision spotlight that I've wanted to do for a long time, but just really haven't had the means to because this game is actually kind of hard to get a hold of. We are looking at a game, classic game actually, came out in the year 2000 from Monolith, the same folks who brought us such great games like Fear and others. But we are looking at a game called No One Lives Forever. And No One Lives Forever is a first-person shooter. It is a spy-themed first-person shooter. The way I would kind of describe it as basically it kind of did for the PC what GoldenEye did for the N64. So, like, prior to GoldenEye and things like that, most of your shooters were, Doom style. They were Doom clones, or, they've gotten a little bit more than that. But Half-Life and GoldenEye, things like that, they actually started going, they started branching out from just, get to the end of the level and shoot dudes, GoldenEye, you had the different difficulty levels. And it wasn't just, how many bad guys are there, or how much of a bullet sponge are they? How many hits can you take? GoldenEye actually mixed up the objectives, or added more objectives, the harder difficulty, on the higher difficulty settings. So on Agent, you might just get through the level, do one or two minor things, but as you went up in difficulty, you actually had more on your plate to deal with, more mission objectives. And No One Lives Forever kind of took that similar sort of spy theme where you had kind of, a combination of like Perfect Dark and basically Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, but then it put some humor into the whole thing. So it was kind of like this campy 60s spy movie kind of a thing. Or, you kind of mix like your James Bond with Austin Powers, or, whatever. But it was just kind of this whole goofy sort of thing. And I just remember this game I played the demo of it in college in the dorms, and I'm like, hey, this is pretty awesome. I'm liking this. And I bought the full thing, and for the most part, this game is really, really good. And the reason it's hard to get a hold of right now is you cannot buy this on any digital storefront. You can't buy it on Steam or Good Old Games or EA or any other myriad of digital storefronts. You can probably find a version of it on Amazon or, eBay or something like that. But here's the other problem. The original version of it does not really run on modern operating systems. You have to, I think, run it pretty much on a 32-bit operating system. If you can find the Game of the Year edition, that one had several patches applied to it, and that one will run under 64-bit operating systems. Combine that with everyone's been asking for this game to come to some, digital storefront, consoles, PC, whatever, but especially PC. And I think the developers would love to do it, but here's the problem, is that the developer rights, it's a whole, I don't even know what's going on. It's this whole big clusterfuck of, like, no one knows who the developer is. I think the ownership has passed between different people. Sierra was involved. I think Activision might have been involved at some point. You have Monolith. You have, I don't remember what was there. There was like 3-4 logo introductions just starting this game alone, and that was when the game was actually out. But like I said, the license has changed hands and whatnot, I think a few times since then. And like I said, I heard something fairly recently, like the developers actually found the source code and would love to get it out there. But again, this is where this whole digital rights or just licensing in general can be such a real pain, especially for preservation of games or movies or media, whatever it happens to be. Well, you can have this right for DVD, but you can't for Blu-ray, or you can't for digital, or you got to buy the game for the 7th time because technically it's the same game, but it's on a different digital platform, like Nintendo, anyone? Anyway, you know, that aside, I'll try to remember to put a link in the description of the video below. There's a site that is kind of dedicated to they want to preserve these No One Lives Forever 1 and 2, both of which I just recently grabbed. And you know, because you legitly cannot, you know, I mean, except for digging up a really old copy somewhere and hoping it works, you can't easily buy a legit copy of these games anymore. So this site is actually, you know, trying to preserve that, and they've basically made a really nice little executable for each game. It's a self-contained installer. You just run this exe file. It installs the game, the fully patched version of the game. It adds, I think, some other widescreen thingy or whatever. It gets rid of the CD requirement. You know, you just install it, boom, puts a desktop on your icon on your desktop, and boom, you're good to go. So I'm officially in the first real mission of the game. I say real mission because there's a little bit of there's a lot of cutscene, and there's a little training or a little briefing and some training if you want to, and then there's a little sniper mission. I'm gonna maybe go back and try to show you some of that at the end of the video, but I wanted to at least start with a first-person shooter part of the level, or part of the game. Mostly this is a first-person shooter. Like I said, there's a sniper mission. This game has a little bit of everything. You know, there's some walking around the base, kind of like you would, or your MI, you know, kind of the equivalent of your MI6. They call it Unity, is the organization that you work for. And the bad guys are named Harm, H-A-R-M, yes. And basically what's happened is there are agents that are getting picked off, and you're trying to figure out why. And we had to protect, you know, we had to try to protect this representative or whatever in Morocco. So we're in Morocco right now. I just finished sniping some guys to protect this guy, who's actually kind of a dimwit. But now we are...
You need a monkey.
Excuse me.
I have a very fine monkey for you. Only $20 American. Sorry, I don't want a monkey. What do you mean?
You just got to listen to this.
I don't want a monkey. Why not? Because I don't like monkeys. Now get that 50 piece away from me. Are you insulting my monkey?
I love
Sure,
this.
it's a perfectly excellent monkey, but I don't want it. Now please leave. I'm very busy. $10. No, I wouldn't want the dreadful thing even if it were free. Free? You want my children to starve? If they're hungry, I suggest you feed them the monkey. This is a valuable monkey. My wife would kill me if she knew I was offering it to you so cheap. You don't seem to understand. I don't want a monkey. Infidel.
Infidel. Hey, buddy.
Go ahead, you have...
And now you're dead.
Not my favorite.
All right, so I just had the guy in the white there that I just killed. These are the kind of guards that have been... Okay. I gotta remember which... Okay, I can't go in that door. I gotta remember which doors I can actually go in. So, as I said, it has the spy theme, but it also has this just kind of funny humor to it. Okay, now... They just have this kind of funny banter. I had to start, you had to hear the monkey conversation. This was the original demo level, so I remember this, you know, and by today's standards, you know, the graphics, yeah, they're definitely dated. There's not really a lot of lighting going on right now. I should have it set to highest graphical quality. I play a female agent named Kate Archer. And she's really funny. Like, the voice acting in this game is just hilarious and just really good all the way around. She's this really sassy kind of agent, kind of cute too, actually. But she's, you know, she's kind of getting bored with the whole, oh, I'm just getting these crap jobs and whatnot. So,
Who is that?
okay, so here we're gonna go in this hotel. Hey, buddy.
I'm hearing things.
I'm trying to remember. I don't remember. I think you can lean, but I don't remember how to do it. I don't know if I have it
Who's there?
bound. What? I thought I had a silencer on this thing. Shit.
Have the upper hand.
And bodies are dead. Now, there are civilians, too, so I kind of have to be careful. I don't want to spook them, either. I'm going to go back this way for just a second.
You cannot get away.
The crosshairs there. Yeah, so they're spooked.
Who's there?
How about you? You in there? Okay, can't go in that door.
I must be seeing things.
I am going to save just because... Okay, that way... Okay.
Who's that?
So let's just play a little bit here, and then I'll kind of go back to the beginning of the game so you can kind of see a little bit of how... Now, I can holster a gun because I can see... Okay, these guys are already freaked out. Sounds like everybody has high heels on. Now, you see this little slip under the bed. We can also collect these little bits of intelligence that kind of... that, you know, in addition to completing our mission, we're basically trying to rendezvous with our main guy here. Now, there's a guy that just walked by, wasn't there? But it sounds like everybody has high heels on. It's really funny. But like I said, so you have your main objective. Sometimes you have sub-objective. Like sometimes, like, again, what's really cool is you use kind of, they play into Kate's, you know, female character. You know, you have these, like, sunglasses that can snap a picture, kind of like a, you know, like your Google Glass or something like that. You have a little hairnet thing that has a little beret, or a little barrette thing that has a lockpick in there. You have some lipstick stuff that works as... has different, like some of them have little chemicals you can spray in someone's face to knock them out. Hey, buddy.
Can't even get decent reception in this place.
So yeah, I didn't spook him yet, so he's okay. I want to look in all these rooms to make sure that there are or aren't secret little bits of intelligence. Ooh, armor. I'll definitely take that, though. But so yeah, I mean, they play into, you know, Kate Archer, and there's even like there's kind of like a Q guy back at your HQ, where, you know, he'll I think they call him Santa, actually, and he gives you new gadgets. So between each mission, like, you can kind of go through a little separate training, and he'll introduce you to different you know, gadgets and let you play with them in the lab before you have to go out on a mission, so you kind of know how you're using them. This game is just really, really cool. Alright, let's get our gun out. I think... Oh, okay, that's that door. I think, there's a staircase around here, I think. Somewhere. Okay, can't go in there. Oh, shit!
You do not move.
Okay. Yeah, there's our staircase. Okay, we got another cowering person down there. Probably got another dude up here. Make our way through this crazy hotel that has been taken over by these crazy... whatever you want. Hey, bud. Okay, looking for some intel. Doesn't seem to be any. I could go out here, but I'm not gonna just yet. So we're upstairs. I think this room might have some intel in it. Aha! Chazing! I'll let you guys read that if you want to. Alright, a nice little double hotel room here. Okay. Go across this balcony. I'm kind of trying to keep quiet because I want to hear if there's other... Okay, so now I'm going to holster because I think there's actually civilians out here. Hey, man.
Would you care for a frosty beverage?
Don't...
No thanks. Perhaps
I was
later.
going to say, don't mind if I do. I wouldn't mind a frosty beverage right now. Okay, so we got this little food court balcony up here. Okay, now here's another thing where I'm going to go... Okay, I think there's dudes in here. I remember bits and pieces of this level. Like I said, it's been many a year since I've been able to watch this. Oh, okay. I do have a sniper rifle still. Let us dispatch said douche from the window up there, and boom, there we go. No more guy up in the sniper tower. Okay, I'm going to holster my weapon here, because if I remember correctly, I'm going to try to eavesdrop here. And I try to be as stealthy as I can until things go south, because, like I said, with the humor and the personality of everything in this game, everyone in this game, I mean, they do a really good job of, just, you know, you want to overhear the guards, you want to overhear the civilians and what kind of weird, because there's some weird and funny conversations in this game. Okay, so we're gonna go this way.
What sort of getaway did you have in mind?
I happen to know that guy's a guard.
Something quiet and romantic.
So-
It's for our anniversary.
Well, in that case, perhaps Azru might just be the ticket. It's quiet and less touristy than Fez.
That sounds marvelous. Do you have any brochures?
Sure, here you are.
Thank you.
Sorry, buddy, but your little honeymoon is gonna have to wait. 'Cause you get a date with a bullet in your face. How's that sound? Now I wonder, she'll probably, because she heard the bullets, even if I holster, she'll probably be freaked. Oh yeah, she's freaking out. I'm going to jump back here. Nope, can't go in there. Got your brochures. Hey buddy, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't know. He's just a creep. Alright, so let's get our gun back out. Our little pistol here. And you get all kinds of cool weapons. There's like, later on you get a crossbow. There's like a ship level where you're under in a submarine underwater, and you get a harpoon gun. You're shooting. There's like sharks and stuff. Like I said, the variety in this game is actually really good. The main thing I don't like in this game, there are some stealth levels, and like I said, I like games where I can be purposefully stealthy, and then if things go wrong, if I get spotted or whatever, I can kind of work my way out of it. However, there are a couple of missions like that, but then there are also a couple of missions later on that kind of suck, actually, because they are these kind of insta-fail, oh, you got spotted, boom, you have to start the mission over type of levels, which I really, really don't like. That is by far the one major blemish on this game. Otherwise, I love this game. Alright, so we are holstered. We got some civvies out here. Hey, buddy.
This vacation is exactly what I needed.
Yeah, well, you might want to duck and cover or go back to your room, because shit's about to go down. Got a buffet table, some plates. Nothing up there. Hey, girl, what are you doing?
I wanted to go to France, but Clark insisted on coming to Morocco.
I can't say I'd want to go to either one, actually, but that's alright, whatever. And how about you?
Hello?
I want to get out and see the Medina, but it's so hot outside.
I'm hearing things.
Okay, we got a guard out there. Uh-oh.
I must be seeing things.
Any sign of her yet?
Nope.
Oh, this is funny.
Well, go then.
What if she shows up while I'm in the restroom?
Good point. Can you hold it?
I guess so.
Stay with
And now you're dead. Oh! You think you're all cool doing your roll. Well, now your bladder's gonna just, you're gonna pee yourself because you're dead. So, how's that? Okay, now I'm gonna holster again because I want to say there are sometimes there's civilians that you can use to help you, and somewhere around here there's a girl, there's a lady that you can talk to her, and she'll perform a distraction that'll allow you to sneak past some guards. Okay, there's some guards over there.
Who is it?
I hear you coming. Come on, buddy. A little closer. Closer. Bink! Hey! Bullets are not my favorite. Oh, man. This game. Really? And now you're dead. Okay. So we got those. Let me go back and make sure I grab the ammo from this guy. Okay. So we are going to go over here. I want to say there's another piece of intel around here somewhere. I think, okay, yeah, this isn't the place where we're supposed to go, but we are going to need to do that. Some stuff is actually going to go down. I kind of have an idea where I want to stop this. And then I'll show you the beginning of the game, just because I think it starts so cool. Back in the day, oh, hey, buddy. You're fine, I'm not gonna... Hey, you either just wandered down here or you're a clone of that other guy that was complaining about the TV reception earlier. I thought there was some intel around here, but oh well, not a big deal. Let's keep moving. I feel like I'm not explaining this game super well. I mean, you'll kind of get, you'll see it, but I'm trying to, think of how to explain why this game is so good. Okay, here's, I think, where the girl is. So I'm going to go slow. Okay, yeah. I'll talk to you in a minute. I'm going to go this way. Okay, I can go around. So yeah, I'm going to... Hey, how you doing?
Those goons in the hall act like they've never seen a woman before. Which goons did you mean? The creepy-looking guys in front of the conference room. They must have been too late to get into the seminar.
Can I ask a favor of you?
What kind of favor?
I don't want to be hassled by those guys. Would you be a dear and distract them for me?
No problem. I like the attention anyway.
Okay. I just want to listen for a minute. So I'm going to go around this way.
Wow, those legs go all the way.
Buzz off, boys. I don't waste my time with libertines.
Really? Why not?
I'm going to sneak around this way here.
You're crass and immature.
That's not true. I'm just honest. Any man who could look upon you without being moved to lust is only half a man. Or maybe only a third. It's hard to say.
I agree.
Well, there are socially acceptable ways of expressing desire. Wolf whistles and lascivious comments aren't among them.
What do you recommend?
And this game, every level is full of this
I don't
stuff.
know, something like, "My, you look lovely," or "You have such pretty eyes." A warm, friendly smile is always good.
Okay, let's pretend you're just walking by for the first time.
I love it.
Sure.
And they're
Here I go.
not just like one or two throwaway lines.
Excuse me, miss.
Yes?
I just wanted to tell you how enchanting you are. If it were within my power, I would reach up to the heavens and pluck the finest star from the firmament as a gift for you. Although I fear such a jewel would not sparkle brightly enough to
Wow, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
Alright, I hate to spoil your guys' fun, but...
Who is there?
Thank you, lady. You gave me some entertainment, but I still had to kill them. I could have snuck by them, but... You know... I really don't like leaving witnesses, so... Thank you, lady. I really appreciate it. You gave me some good chuckles over here. They learned some stuff, only to be killed before they could actually use it. Okay, so I think we're coming up to our... Alright, more armor. Excellent. We're coming up to our little story bit here. We're trying to rendezvous with our main, whatchamacallit, basically our, not supervisor, but I just went stupid, like, mentor. And that's where I'm supposed to go, I think. Let me go back this way. I want to see what's down this other hallway. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Okay, this is where I'm supposed to go. We're trying to rendezvous with our mentor here. And things are going to go a little bit south. Here we go.
Late, as usual. I was beginning to worry.
You always worry.
And there's our Kate.
Can you blame me? You're like an errant child.
And you're like a fussy aunt.
You could at least leave my gender intact.
A fussy uncle, then.
Thank you.
I'm having fun.
I can see that. But don't get reckless. We're not out of danger yet.
I know, this place is crawling with thugs.
Damn! How did they find us? We've been betrayed. It's the only explanation.
Are you sure you weren't followed?
Yes, positive.
If they know about the hotel, they'll probably be waiting for us at the coast.
We'll have to risk it. If we aren't aboard the Abigail when she sails, we'll have to get out of Morocco on our own.
Or you could stay here.
Permanently. There, yep, there's our eye patch, Volkov.
I have dreamed about this day for 6 years.
Ooh.
Bruno!
I only regret I do not have time to make your demise more eventful.
Yee.
After him.
This is all my fault. If you hadn't been worrying about me, he never would have got the drop on you.
Silly girl. Worrying about you is all I have left.
Don't say that.
I've always had plenty to die for. You've given me something to live for.
Then live.
In your memory, perhaps.
Bruno!
The girl's in the lobby. Kill her.
But why didn't you kill her, Mr. Volkov?
I meant to, but my hunger for revenge distracted me. Let that be a lesson not to be ruled by your emotions.
Excellent advice, sir. Well, I'll go shoot her now.
Make sure there are no witnesses.
You mean we should kill everybody?
First, kill everybody. Then, destroy the hotel. Let our enemies search the rubble for answers. They shall find none.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna save here real quick. In case I do something stupid. I'll play a tiny bit more, and then, like I said, then I will go back. And, I'll show you the beginning. Because, like I said, I really do like the way this starts. So, basically, what we're doing right now, we got to escape, but if I remember correctly, they've planted some bombs. And we're going to have to defuse them. No, I'm not even going to go that way. I don't think we have to. I hope we don't have to. Okay, I thought one of those had a bomb on it. Maybe, I'm trying to remember. Uh-oh. Hey. Oh, yep, there's a bomb. So we got that one. No, nothing on that. Okay, we got those. Okay, knew one of those had them. I don't remember how many bombs there were. Is there 4 or 5? I hope there wasn't one way the hell back there. What about over here? Oh, okay, we got...
You cannot get away!
Ah! Okay, kill that bomb. There we go. Which way did we come from? Did we come from this way? No. Okay, that one doesn't have one on it. Good thing I just looked anyways. So if I would bring up my objectives, it would tell me. It just happens that I remember that they that there is these bombs. Hey, buddy. Hey. Okay, good. That guy's still alive. So, you know, again, I'm trying to prevent people from getting killed here. Did anyone put a bomb in here? I don't think so. Okay, so let's head back. I know there's one by that that stand where he offered me a drink. I know there was one back over there somewhere. A little waiting pool here. I think it's on that doorway down here. Huh, I thought there was... I swore there was a bomb on that. I don't know if I got all of them or not. Something tells me I didn't. But... that's okay, because we're gonna...
Help me!
You saved my life.
Sure did, buddy. Okay, we're going back to the hotel. Okay, I'm just making sure that we...
Someone there?
Help me!
Hey!
Thanks.
Alright, we are saving hostages. We are good.
Help me!
Uh-oh. Help you where? Probably downstairs?
Go ahead, man.
Uh-oh, did it... oh. Okay, I think we actually did our objective. Oh, wait, unless I missed a bomb.
You can't hide from me, Volkov. I'll find you wherever you go.
Kill her, you incompetent fools!
Okay. Yeah, so we did what we were supposed to. Ow. Okay, we got armor. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna save it here, and then we're gonna quit. So yeah, we're trying to get away now at this point. I think we've saved the hotel. Main menu. Single player. And we're just gonna do easy, because I just want to show you the beginning here.
A crisis has arisen. Unity's undercover operatives are being killed off by an unknown assailant. It seems likely that there's a traitor within the agency. Report to the war room for a full briefing on the situation and a tactical overview of your upcoming mission. Do not be late. Following the briefing, stop by the training facility to hone your skills.
So what I like about this, there's a couple of things that they do in this game that are unintentionally helpful as far as accessibility goes. the text on this screen, the kind of overview screen, and then your mission screen up here, you know, the text its contrast is good, but the text is a bit small. You know, back when this came out, it was bigger because I think you could, you know, you're basically running this between 640 by 480 all the way up to like 1024 by 768, which is what I'm running at it now. It's the highest that apparently it supports. But, you know, the main text is generally okay, like the main menu, but when you go under options, like if you're trying to configure your key bindings and things, that stuff can get really small, which I'll show you here as well. So I'll show you the beginning of the game here. So basically, this is where you're getting, you know, kind of just a little cutscene of like, oh, hey, there's a few agents that are getting popped off here. Alright, there goes one. And there's a couple of them here. I could skip this. I'm trying to figure out how much I want to show. I don't want to make this video super long, but I do want to at least give you a little bit of the story, you know, a little bit of the presentation. Like I said, I know that the game looks a little polygonal, you know, compared to today's games. But like I said, when this came out, it actually looked good. It ran well. There was a good variety in the gameplay. Like I said, the humor, the story was great. The humor was actually really good. The voice acting I liked. Guys sneaking in. Alright, yeah, you look at those records and you get choked. No infiltration for you. And I think there's one more. Then it's going to take us to HQ, Unity HQ, where we are basically going to get our mission briefing. I'll show you a little bit of that, and then I'll probably skip ahead because I want to show you another unintentional, really kind of a nicety that they did for the sniping mission in the beginning, which makes things a lot easier. Makes things a lot easier if you're low vision. And again, you could choose, like if you didn't want that extra assistance, you could choose not to, as the guy drives off in his nice car bomb there. Yeah, and there's our Volkov, Mr. Eye Patch. And again, like I said, classic spy movie thing. There's our Kate Archer going across, doing her little thing. Got your classic James Bond-esque theme song opening and everything. I remember this was just really cool back in the day. And they went for it. You know, the presentation, like the audio, the visuals, the characters, like, you know, the way you get your intel, your mission briefings, you get to play around in the lab. I just had to be quiet for this part. If any game needs to come back, if anything, like, companies are remastering games that came out like 3 years ago, and I don't know why. But this game, if they redid some of the graphics, maybe if they tweaked some of the insta-fail missions or something, God, I mean, yeah, a nice, you know, but keep the same art style. You know, I mean, I like the way Kate looks. She's really cool. But just, yeah, I mean, man, like an HD, fully widescreen supported, you know, running at 1080p or better. This game would be sweet to come back, but it's just not going to happen. Alright, so now we're going to get introduced to our main character, Miss Archer. Oh, classic shower scene.
Damn. Hello. Bruno, how's France?
There's her little beret there,
Did you
I
collect
think.
any new bullet holes? I know how you love to be shot at. I'm teasing. I'm glad you're not damaged. Did you at least encounter an exotic temptress or two?
Gadgets.
Really? What was her name?
Pistol.
What do you mean you don't remember? That's horrible.
Ah.
Of course, I'm famished. Are you buying?
Ooh, more guns.
Then it's a date. Let's say Maximilian's in half an hour. Ciao.
So just giving you guys the
I'm
setup
not very
here.
happy, you know. It's not like I thought it would be.
I never promised it would be as exhilarating as your former trade, only that it would keep you out of jail and make it easier to sleep at night.
More wine?
So she used to be, I think she got
You're the
caught
first
doing like a
female
break-in
operative
or
Unity has ever
something.
employed. The committee is
Pickpocket.
old-fashioned. They need time to get used to the idea of a woman in this line of work.
I know all that. But at this rate, I'll be a bloody grandmother before they give me a real assignment.
You can always go back to burglary and pickpocketing if you can't live without excitement.
Damn it, that's not what I'm saying. I just want to be challenged. I'm sick of wiretaps. I'm sick of eavesdropping on boring strangers who may or may not pose some trivial threat to international security because they forgot to declare a ham sandwich at Heathrow. I don't have the patience for it. It's not what I'm good at.
It's never fun paying one's dues, but we all have to endure a bit of frustration and tedium now and then. Builds character.
I think I've paid my bloody dues.
Is that what you think? God knows I loathe sermons, but I'll tell you right now that you'll never stop paying your dues. Not ever. I'm sorry you're not happy, but you might as well get used to it. Nobody owes you a damn thing.
You make it sound like I'm some spoiled child. I'm not asking to be coddled. I just want a chance to prove myself.
You're right. I know it's been hard for you, but I'm confident you'll get your chance. All the petty politics in the world won't hold you back.
They've done an outstanding job so far, haven't they?
You see? What did I tell you?
Probably just one of the committee members needing a babysitter on short notice.
Ye of little faith. I'll see you there.
Why don't we go together?
I've an errand to attend to first. You go on ahead.
Alright, so here is, we're at Unity, our main HQ here with our nice revolving little logo thing there.
Good afternoon, Miss Archer. They're expecting you in the briefing room.
Alright, so we'll go into the briefing room. I'll watch a little bit of it. This goes on for a little while, so I'm not going to show you the full thing, because I do want to show you a little bit of the sniper mission and what they do to kind of be helpful. So here is our briefing area.
Agent Archer, how thoughtful of you to join us.
That guy's a dick,
I hope we
the
aren't
guy on the right.
inconveniencing you too awfully with matters of international security.
He's weird looking too. Now, they don't. It doesn't really affect gameplay or like the story or anything. But like, I like the fact that you get these little dialogue trees sometimes, and I just love her responses.
Not at all, Mr. Smith, but it's charming of you to mention it.
It's not my ambition to be charming.
Well, that's fortunate.
I would advise you to watch your tongue. Well, if it isn't the inimitable Agent Lowry.
Sorry I'm late, Smithy. You're looking dapper today.
Spare me the disingenuous flattery.
God, that guy's weird
boy.
looking.
It doesn't suit you.
I was being sincere. It was the one polite thing I could think to say.
You're still upset with me, aren't you? I assure you, I have nothing against you personally. You've served us well for many years, but perhaps too many. I firmly believe it is in Unity's best interest that you retire from field operations, and I will continue to campaign to that end until you accept an administrative position.
I'm not upset with you, Smithy. I just don't like you. I do understand your concern, but just because you're too old for the field doesn't mean that I am.
I love it. He's going for
Until I'm
like.
declared unfit for duty.
It kind of reminds me of like the Sean Connery
I retired voluntarily.
thing.
Of course you did.
Perhaps we should dispense with the pleasantries and get down to brass tacks.
Fine.
Lights, please.
All right, so we'll watch this little thing here, and then
We lost
we'll
another agent
skip.
this afternoon, bringing the total to 7 operatives in 10 days. It is our firm belief that someone is systematically eliminating our undercover agents, which leads us to believe that the clandestine operations section has been compromised. It seems we have a traitor in our midst.
Do you suspect anyone?
We suspect everyone.
7 operatives. That's about half the active list. Why weren't we informed sooner?
You're being informed now. This situation has unfolded rather abruptly.
The assassin left a lily. A regal finale, to be precise, on or near the corpse of each victim.
Volkov.
Mean anything to either of you?
Volkov.
Who?
Dmitri
Alright, so we're going to
Volkov.
skip ahead. And, you know, if you're interested in the game, I would say, well, like I said, try to remember to put the link in the description of the video so you guys can try to grab this for yourself. It's such a shame that, you know, politics and licensing...
Access prohibited. You do not have clearance.
It
for
really
this area.
sucks that that's really the only thing preventing these titles, No One Lives Forever 1 and 2, from coming out. You know, because you have things like Good Old Games, you have Steam, you have all these ways, you know, and they've got these little packages, like, you know, if you need DOSBox, if you need, granted, this was like a Windows 98 game or something like that, but, yeah, I mean, it just really sucks that stupid things like licensing get in the way of, you know, preserving some of these really classic games. I mean, this is, you know, this is not kind of an overlooked game. Like, back in the day, this...
We strongly advise that you go through the training course before embarking on your first mission. There are many nuances and features you may overlook otherwise. If you prefer to skip training, just head to the exit.
Yeah, so... But yeah, I mean, this game was really highly regarded by a lot of people back in the day. And I'm hoping, you know... Weirder things have happened, you know, supposedly, like, Shenmue was revived from the grave. You know, it only took a decade and a half, but, oh, what's that PS3 or PS4 exclusive? I forget the thing. The, you know, the weird bird cat dog thing.
So, do you think the CT-180 will get a decent field rating?
But that...
I wouldn't get my hopes up if I were you.
But that game finally
Have
came
you
out,
seen
so I
the
mean,
commission
it's
forms
not out of the
that thing?
question.
They want everything that the TR-60 and
But-
TR-61 can do,
but-
all in one device. But
I don't know, we'll see.
that atomic retroscopic analyzer
So again, you
can
really want to
But they
explore
don't
these
understand
environments
that
because you'll
Clancy's
hear
team was
conversations
killing
like this. You know, this
themselves
one
just to
isn't
get
too
the
funny.
TR-60 up to
This
spec.
one is just kind of like your
That was back when they
engineer,
had twice
nerdy
as many
engineer
designers
speak
with
of like
4
they're
times
talking
the
about how
development time.
all this like, oh, you know, hey, you know, we're supposed to, they want us to cram all this crap into one machine and they just don't understand how it works, which I can totally identify with that. So there is my, yeah, this is where I can go to.
If you want to skip training, I won't stop you. But don't expect any sympathy from me if you run into trouble out there.
Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so let's go. We're going to wrap up the video here very shortly, but I do want to show you the sniper part real quick.
Intelligence has discovered that the American ambassador to West Germany, Morris Monroe, is marked for execution by an organization calling itself HARM, or HARM. The assassination attempt is expected to come on the last day of Monroe's upcoming holiday in Morocco as he is leaving his hotel. There will likely be multiple assailants. It is imperative that Monroe survive the attack. Be warned, though, that the ambassador is extremely nearsighted and almost deaf, so you won't be able to rely on him to realize that he is in danger. You will be positioned in a residential building across the street from the hotel. Your job is to pick off the assassins before they liquidate Monroe.
Right, so there's a couple of reasons I want to show this, mainly because of the, you know, the thing that helps accessibility-wise, but also because, like I said, if certain people saw this, oh god, you could imagine how upset and angry they would be because a visually impaired person was, you know, represented so stupidly. I mean, this guy is just a bumbling idiot. You know, he's mostly blind. He can't hardly see. He can't hardly hear. And, you know, I mean, like I said, I work with deafblind people at work. I've worked with several of them, you know, and just because you can't see or can't hear or a combination, you know, you can still do a lot. You know, I'm not saying that, but I mean, it's just played for, you know, like I said, everything is a spoof in this game. So, you know, stereotypes and weird characters and spies and just, you know, it's really campy. So I'm not offended by this at all, you know, but like I said, it's just, if certain places heard about it,
So, are you enjoying yourself yet?
Immensely.
Sure you're not bored?
I've waited nearly 4 years for this chance. I think I can endure another half hour.
Good girl. You're growing up.
What do you make of all that talk of a traitor?
It wouldn't be the first time we've had leaky plumbing. Still, it's disquieting to say the least.
It's happened before?
Once. A few years ago, we lost several undercover operatives in Istanbul. Turned out they'd been compromised by the chief's very own administrative assistant. He'd sold us out for a measly 50 quid.
50 quid?
Astonishing, isn't it? Trading men's lives for such a pittance. But spies are rarely well compensated for their treason. I wouldn't be surprised if this new mole is equally underpaid.
Well, I hope when they catch the bastard, they put a bullet right between his eyes. And maybe a boot up his arse for good measure.
You sound ready to volunteer.
I'm dangerous when I'm upset.
I really like her. Kate is just an awesome character.
Right. Monroe's headed for the cafe. Watch for him
So
on the second
cute,
floor
too.
patio, coming from the left.
What about the targets?
Not sure yet.
Pardon me, do you have the time?
No, sir, I do not have a dime, and I don't have much use for big.
There's our person we're trying to
Not a
protect.
dime, the time.
Don't get snippy with me, or I'll have you arrested.
Typical
Are you deaf?
fat
How dare you threaten me?
southern
Oh,
businessman.
never mind.
Coward!
Would you like me to call out the targets for you?
So this is cool. I can choose whether I want him to, or I can be a little snippant about it, and he'll still call them, or I can say, no, I'm good. And this is really helpful. I say, yeah, that would be lovely.
That would be lovely.
Because here we go. So now we are going to be protecting this guy. Now he's going to call out our shots.
On the roof to your left.
I want to go home.
Okay.
But we've only been here for 2 days.
Uh-oh.
To your left. The far balcony.
Come on.
Why not?
Far balcony.
Foreign.
Straight
Well,
ahead,
it
to the
is
right
a
of the tower.
foreign country.
Okay.
I know that. But Canada's a foreign country, too. It isn't this foreign.
But I thought the
So
reason
they can
one
come up
country
there,
was that it
there,
was so different.
there,
Yeah.
up here,
Don't you try to relax.
over there, and then there's some, when he gets far enough,
Reaching
there'll be the
wall
ground,
to stop worrying.
people on ground level too.
So?
Sure,
So if he wasn't calling him,
of course I'm right.
Where's
Let's
that
walk down to
guy?
the Medina and see some
moron.
Okay.
All right, where are you going to be?
Straight ahead, to the left of the tower.
Okay, thank you, sir. And now you're dead.
To your left, on the far balcony.
Okay, hi, buddy. I could zoom in one more level, but I don't want to. Otherwise, it's a little bit too zoomed in.
On the roof to your right.
Oh, okay. Bink.
On your left. Coming out the door on the nearest balcony.
Oh, okay. He can be there.
Straight ahead, to the right of the tower.
Okay. Oh,
To your left, on the far balcony.
left, far balcony.
On your left. Coming out the door on the nearest balcony.
Okay, we're reloaded. They can come out here, over here, down here, or over here as well once he gets far enough. Which should probably be right about now. I think we're done with the roof stuff for the most part.
Coming out the front door of the hotel.
Yep, okay. Hi, buddy. I don't know what the heck that... Blah. I don't know what that is. We'll finish this part and then we'll wrap it up here. I'm not going to do the whole sniper part because there's another section of it coming up. It's kind of quiet.
Coming out the front door of the hotel.
Okay. And now you're dead.
Coming out the front door of the hotel.
And the other bodies just disappear. Oh, there's Dingus. Dingus McGee over there.
There must be a hole in my pocket.
Oh, can I just pop you one?
Coming out the front door of the hotel.
Bink. Like, so they can come over here or to the left, too. A couple places on the left.
On your left, street level.
Okay. There we go. He can come over here too.
On your left, street level.
Okay.
On your left, street level.
Now they're being very repetitious this time, not giving us as much variety.
On your left, street level.
Oh, wow. Alright, they said they could come over here too.
On your right, street level.
Derelict!
Alright.
Get to apartment 12 and wait for my signal. Oh, and make sure to conceal your weapon, or you'll cause a commotion.
So there we go. I think we've covered a bit of, quite a bit of the first level. So basically, I would walk down, I go down the hallway, go through a little bit of the other building, go to a different window, and that actually on that place there are 2 windows that I can open up in the room, and they can come from either side. I kind of bounce back and forth between both windows, kind of checking around the corner, you know, down by the street level. And then there are a couple of windows in the building across the street where the snipers can come from as well. But I finished that part, and then, yeah, get a little cutscene. And then basically we start where I started the video, where I kill a couple guys, and then I get another little cutscene, and then we're at the monkey part, which is pretty funny. But like I said, I just wanted to give you a little bit of the beginning of that game. Like I said, there's a lot of variety. There's shooting, there's stealth. Again, the stealth is probably the weakest aspect of the game that I don't like. There's actually a couple of vehicle sections. There's, like I said, all kinds of different variety. There's underwater areas, which normally I hate, but this one isn't actually played too badly. You get like this harpoon gun. You get like a sniper bow and arrow, or like crossbow later on. Get some better weapons, of course. Just really fun. There's some really strange bosses and that are in this game. Like, yes, there are some level bosses in some area. Like, the one that I'll give away is there's this crazy opera lady who there's like there's this fat opera lady who's like, oh, I'm this best opera singer, and like everyone's like, oh, she's terrible. But like this one guy is just sucking up to her really bad, and like I said, it's all played for it's all goofy humor. But yeah, that is No One Lives Forever. There is a sequel. I might cover that a little bit in the future as well. We'll see. But at the very least, I had to cover the first one because I didn't actually play as far into the second game. I think I had a computer problem when I was like midway through, and I ended up having to reformat my computer or something, and then I just didn't want to start over at the beginning, so I never actually finished No One Lives Forever 2. But I remember very fondly this first game. Like I said, the major blemish is the insta-fail couple of stealth missions. Those suck. But otherwise, this game is really, really good. I highly recommend it. And I hope these publishers and whatnot can finally get their act together and get this out for the general public in an easier to find fashion, easily playable fashion. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79. And until next time, I will chat with you guys again later.